blood running through my veins, and a crash right after.
Welcome to the Houston Hockey live broadcast, game between the Hawks and the Wasilla Warriors. We're here in beautiful downtown Big Lake for the championship game of the Big Lake tournament, featuring the Hawks and the Warriors. I'm joined here by my color commentator, Todd Smolden. Todd, you weren't up there yesterday, so I'll ask quick, what did you think of yesterday's game? What did you see out there?
Well, again, I saw the Hawks came out really intense, a lot of energy. That is the one thing. The one thing they need to do tonight, because Wasilla's got some skilled players, and if they sit back, they will definitely skate around them. So they need to put pressure on them quickly, and don't let Wasilla get any momentum.
So earlier today, I had the pleasure of interviewing forward for the Hawks, Riley Scott. Scored the game winner last night against Juneau Douglas. Let's take a look at that. Here with Riley Scott, he had the game-winning goal against the Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears last night, and the Hawks' narrow victory, a 2-1, that has sent them into today's championship game. Riley, can you walk me through what happened on that goal?
Well, you know, we were just getting shots on the net, and got it out front. We crashed the net. We got the rebound, and we were just hammering away. And you know, mine was the one that went in, but it was definitely a team effort to just work and grind, and we eventually got the goal.
So what do you think we need to do to get the win today against Wasilla?
I think it's the same thing. Coach is always talking about it, but it's just you need to come out hard in the first period and keep up throughout the game.
All right, thanks, Riley. Good luck.
Yep, thank you.
That was Riley Scott, forward for the Hawks. That leads us into our key points of the game, presented to you by Ace Waterwells. Key point number 1 is going to be dumping and chasing, something the Hawks did really well last night. Juneau had cleared out. Hawks defense had no problem throwing it deep into the corner. Let them really grind, and I think it's one of the big reasons they won last night.
Yeah, well, they're definitely going to need to do that because they need to be putting pressure on Wasilla. They need to get the puck deep in their zone, and they're going to have to outwork Wasilla, because I think on paper Wasilla probably has a little bit more skill, but if the Hawks come out and outwork them, this could be a really tight game.
Key point number 2 is going to be clearing the zone. Hawks did a pretty good job of it early in the game. Late in the third period, however, the Hawks were struggling to get it past their own blue line. It ended up resulting in the only goal that Juneau scored. And Wasilla will definitely capitalize if the puck is left in Houston's zone for too long tonight.
Yeah, you know, watching Juneau's game earlier, or at least seeing the score, they were down 4-1, and they really put pressure on and came back 4-3. So that might be the way Juneau plays, but no doubt about it, if they let Wasilla camp around in their zone and start cycling, it's going to be a long night for Bollinger.
And key point number 3 is going to be to play a clean game. Hawks did an alright job of staying out of the penalty box last night, only 2 penalties. It's been our key point has revolved around penalties, bad penalties, all these last 2 or 3 games. And it's more important than ever now with 2 Hawks skaters out, both Tyler Shivers and Austin Zweifel out with injuries tonight. So Hawks need to have all their guys on the ice, not let Wasilla go on the power play. Just make sure they keep their noses clean.
Yeah, definitely. We've talked before that you have to be smart, and you have to know when to hit and know when to play the puck. And some of these, you know, penalties that they just don't need to take. They can't afford to do that against Wasilla.
So we're about 10 minutes away from the drop of the puck, so don't go anywhere. It's the Houston Hockey live broadcast. When we come back, we'll bring you the start and then the drop of the puck for the hockey.
straight to the top. Roll that sucker till the wheels break off. Adios, mama, in a do-si-do. Drop you like a rock and leave you comatose. Split your big lip, then I do it again. Steady ride, steady go. Steady sheep been such a long time gone. Steady ride, steady go. Steady sheep been such a long time gone. Woo! Put on the red light. Three roses on the road again. Put on the red light. I can tell it's on the way. It could be the second coming now. Where you gonna run to now? South, south drift to the western wind, all the way up to the mountains in Madrid. Slip, don't slide out your right mind. Lucky if you make it through the night. Preach from the hip and I come from the tip. Switch your big lip, then I do it again. Steady ride, steady go. Steady sheep been such a long time gone. Steady ride, steady go. Steady sheep been such a long time gone. It could be the second coming now. Where you gonna run to now? Back from the bottom, straight to the top. Roll that sucker till the wheels break off. I don't mind in a do-si-do. Drop you like a rock and leave you comatose. Preach from the up and I cut from the tip. Split your big lip, then I do it again. Steady ride, steady go. Steady sheep been such a long time gone. Steady ride, steady go. Steady sheep been such a long time gone. Woo! Put on the red light. Three roses on the road again. Put on the red light. I can tell it's on the way. It could be the second coming now. Where you gonna run to now? You didn't think that I could make it. I was underestimated.
Mind over matter, no matter overcase and borderlines. Never cautious or the warning sign. I'm out to overpower anything y'all try to undermine. A living legend on it. This is dedicated to everybody who doubted me. You made a gladiator out of me. You're all the reason why I stayed motivated, while my team flag stays elevated.
This is dedicated to everybody who doubted me. You made a gladiator out of me. Game time, every win celebrated from the top. Let them know how we made it. Used to hate to confuse you, but I won't let it. MJ, how I followed through it, forever said it. Growing up, I was hard-headed and self-centered. I always knew I deserved more, I just had to get it. Got great, everything for the win. A loser couldn't relate. Overtime in the gym, my man handled the weight. I waited a long time for my time. Give me a plate, born to create. Give me life, give me buzz. Give me money, give me peace, give me all of the above. To see the light, you need a plug. So give me health, give me wisdom, and all of the love. I'm a beast, grind hard, the paper it bring. I attack, bob weave, I'm good in the ring. Up north, wild boys and crazier things. Must I remind you in the presence of Canadian kings? Play a salute.
But when I started, walls they were closing in. Stimulated your brain cells, shocked your chakras. Fuse hip-hop, rock with opera. The realest rappers in Toronto love to see me in the booth. Baddest stallions want to see me in a suit. Salute, proof, Galloway the God again. Here go the God again. Lyrical, spiritual, bring the Dalai Lama in. I could never die. Started, walls they were closing in. Underestimated
Out of me, game time, every win celebrated from the top. Let them know how we made it. Top, let them know how we made it.
This is dedicated to everybody who doubted me.
Welcome back to the Houston Ice Hockey live broadcast. Game between the Hawks and the Warriors. Let's look at our starting lineups for tonight. Starting for the Warriors on forward, number 13, Alex Ingen. Number 15 on forward, Garrison Haller. Number 19 on forward, Hayden Masterson. On defense, number 24, Wyatt Moore. On defense, number 26, Lucas Goots. And starting a net tonight for the Warriors is number 30, Aaron Campbell. Starting tonight for the Hawks is on defense, number 2, Noah Gillespie. On forward, number 3, Riley Scott. On defense, number 16, Reed Humphreys. On forward, number 88, Aiden Ottengana. On forward, number 99, Kai.
Temperatures right around freezing.
Hawks have had to change up their forward lines as the tournament has progressed. Losing both Shivers on, actually before the first game due to an injury. Losing Austin Zweifel last night. Shaking up the lines a little bit. So we'll see what they do tonight. Taking the face-off for the opening draw is Riley Scott. He loses it back. Ingen passes back to Goots. It's across to Moore. Now Moore chips it up to the middle, stopped by Ottengana. Ottengana dumps it into the zone for the Hawks. On the near side, moves in Goots, dumps it behind the net to Moore. Ottengana behind, fighting for the puck. It's passed up through the legs of Matterson. Humphreys collects on the point, fires one that's off the skate of one of the Wasilla forwards, and now it's out of the zone. Ingen on the blue line. Kingery beats him to the puck, and now he's still on the ice, though. Now Gillespie goes in for the puck, picks it up, dumps it to the far side. Ottengana's there, goes past him into the neutral zone. Dumped back in by the Warriors, picked up by Reed Humphreys. Humphreys with the puck, passes up to Ottengana off the boards. Now Ottengana dumps it into the zone and gets a change. JP Nix on forward tonight for the Hawks. He moves in on number 16, Carney. Now it's passed out into the neutral zone. Humphreys picks it up with the puck on the red, chips it past, and it goes down into the zone. No one touches it up, so we'll have an icing on the play. That'll be our first stoppage. 13:47 remaining in the first.
You know, literally, Aiden Ottengana is half the, almost controlling play between the two of them.
Hawks looking pretty strong so far. Isaiah Squires now centering the second line for the Hawks. He's got Nix and Rogers out there with him. He wins the face-off, picked up by Shackle and dumped behind the net. Now to the slot, it goes through off a stick. Picked up on the point by Randall. He shoots one off a leg. Back down to Porter Shackle on the hash. Shackle tries to dump it in, behind the net now. Picked up by Roush, who centers it to the middle. Goes off of the goalie and gets behind the net. Aiden Shivers fighting for the puck. He cleans the smaller Shackle's clock and passes it out. Intercepted by Porter Shackle, deflected to the far side. On the point is Randall. He passes it down. Now Roush is going for it with Shackle. Poked through the skates of Porter Shackle. Now JP Nix has it, tries to pass it out, kept in. Shackle on the hash marks. It's dumped out and down the ice. And we'll have another icing against the Hawks.
And the line that Wasilla just had out there is really their number one line with Porter Shackle. I think Wasilla coach was trying to use a little strategy there by starting his second line.
Well, this line of Holland, Ingen, and Matterson is nothing to sneeze at. I think Wasilla's got a lot of lines that are even out there. I haven't seen the stats myself, but they've got a deep bench and a strong forward line. Riley Scott loses the face-off back to Ingen. Ingen ends up with it right in front, and Bollinger smothers the shot.
Great play by Bollinger there. Was right in front of him.
I should mention there are two Shackles on the ice tonight. There's Chase Shackle, the younger brother of Porter Shackle. They're both out there on the same line tonight for Wasilla. Scott wins it to the side. It's picked up by Kingery. Kingery into his skates. Holland wheels it around him. Carries it to the slot. Now Ingen fires one on Bollinger, and Bollinger makes the save. 12:51 remaining in the first. Hawks take another D-zone face-off here. Riley Scott lining up against Holland. Or Holland, excuse me. Scott wins it back, picked up by Gillespie, dumped around. Ottengana on the far side, chips it over into Moore, gets past his skates, now it goes down the ice. Goots is there to pick it up. Forechecking is Riley Scott. Gets past him, now Ottengana collects in the neutral zone, back to Humphreys. Humphreys has it on the blue. Scott had to get on sides, now Humphreys will dump it in on net. And it'll be gloved by the goaltender Aaron Campbell.
Looks like the refs were waiting for him to play that, but he did hold on to it, which is good for the Hawks. That gives them an offensive zone face-off.
Scott taking the force, chipped up by Wasilla, just kept in. It's in Larson's skates, now it's in Carney's skates. Eventually gets up to Humphreys on the point. He fires one into Scott's skates. Back to Ottengana on the slot. Ottengana to Kingery. Kingery centers. It goes through Scott. Picked up by Wasilla, they're going the other way. That's Bomo with it. Passes it out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Kingery, dumped back into the zone as the Hawks get a change. Full line change for the Hawks. JP Nix is the first one out there. Passed up to Bowman at the blue, chips it out. Now it goes past Squires, picked up by Wilkfong. He carries it across the blue line of the Hawks into the corner. He's knocked off the puck by Reed Humphreys. Humphreys passes up to Nix on the wing. Wing over to Squires, who rolls past his stick. Now, Wasilla carries it just inside the zone for an offside, so we'll have another stop.
Yeah, there were actually 2 Wasilla players still in the zone there. He let the one skater come out, but not the second one.
Porter Shackle's flying out there. That's Bill. Wheels behind the net. He's got it on the near side corner now. Wheels past Nix. Shackle back up to the top. He passes down to Roush. Roush in the corner. Passes up to the defense. Dump back into Roush. Now it's out, and Rogers will chip it out past the skates to the middle. Nix has a chance for a play on it. He grabs it and dumps it into the zone. Now moves into the near side. Nix in the corner with it. Gets out to the side of the net. Now Campbell moves out and smothers it.
Well, you saw a little bit of that Wasilla cycling there in their last opportunity in the offensive zone, and you really need to put pressure on them if you can, because they move the puck well.
Riley Scott's line back out there for the offensive zone faceoff. He loses it back, and it's picked up by Holler. Now Kingery has it on the wing. Kingery with the puck, dumps it in on net, and Campbell knocks it to the side. Scott in the far side corner, trying to go for possession. He's up against Moore. Ottengana in there to help. Trying to dig it out of the skates some more. Hawks pick it up. It's dumped to the wing now. Still fighting for it. Scrum of players. It gets back to Wyatt Moore. Moore behind the net. Passes across to Goots. Goots up to Ingen. Ingen into the neutral zone now. Picked up by Noah Gillespie. Sent back the other way. Bit of a miscommunication between Scott and Ottengana. Now Wasilla has it going back. Gillespie chips it up. Hits the glass. Now they're fighting for it on the blue. Dumped into the zone by the Warriors. Hayden Shivers keeps it near side. He gets up to Holler. He collects. Has it down in the corner now. Shivers fighting for it. It's in his skates. Holler's got a stick on it. Goes behind the net. Now Shivers picks it back up. Tries to step past Matterson. Holler centers. Bollinger knocks it away. Ingen in the near side corner. Centers it. It gets up to Goots. Goots on the point. He fires a shot that's off a skate of Riley Scott and deflects over the net. On the far side is Ingen. He dumps it into the zone. Holler's there in the corner. Centering attempt knocked away by Hayden Shivers. In the feet of Riley Scott, he'll dump it to the neutral zone. Wyatt Moore on the red, dumps it in. Matterson moving in, Bollinger stops it behind the net. He chips it up. A weird bounce off the glass, but Ottengana picks it up. Now Ottengana wheels behind the net. One of the Wasilla forwards, he eventually dumps it in. Sent out to the blue line, Rogers will dump it back in. Kept in the zone by Wasilla. They try to dump it out. Hawks are still off. Sides are not only clear, so they're going back into the zone. On the hash marks with it, eventually picked up by Larson. Larson carries it across the red for Wasilla. Into the zone now. Fires a shot that Bollinger knocks aside. Now Bollinger will try to play it off to the side of the net. Gets back behind it. Larson behind the net for Wasilla. In the far side corner. He's got it in the corner there. Moving in to help out is Squires. Squires passes to Humphreys. Humphreys loses it. Wasillas have a chance to center, but it's knocked away by Bollinger. Humphreys chips it out into the neutral zone. Picked up by Bailiff. Bailiff across to Carney. Carney passes up to Larson. Larson dumps it in. Bollinger behind his own net to play the puck. Backhands it around. Chase Shackle's there. It goes past him. Ottengana chips it back. Picked up by Humphreys. Humphreys to the far side. Wheels it around. Dumps it into the neutral zone. Picked up there by Randall and dumped back. Humphreys passes to Ottengana. Back to Humphreys. Humphreys with the puck. Dumps it up. Gets to Randall on his own blue. Randall across to Wolcott. Wolcott behind his own net. Scott forechecking. It's passed up. Out into the neutral zone. Picked up by Hayden Shivers, dumped back. Deep into Wasilla's zone now. Ottengana in on the forecheck. Picked up by Wolcott. Wolcott to the near side. Kingery pokes it away, but it gets out to the neutral zone. Squires picks it up, dumps it in. Picked up by Randall, passed out to Porter Shackle. Shackle in the neutral zone. Hawks blue. Against Humphreys, he fires one that's over the net. JP Nix now in the near side corner. Fighting for the puck with Chase Shackle. It gets up to Wolcott. Wolcott dumps it back in. In the corner now, Porter Shackle centers. Right in front is Roush, but Blake Rogers knocks the puck away. Hayden Shivers goes for a poke check and misses. Porter Shackle in the high slot. Fires one that's knocked away off a skate. Rogers in the far side corner. Centering attempt is gloved by Bollinger for the save.
This is by far the most skilled team that the Hawks have played so far, but I'm really impressed. They're keeping up with them. That you can tell that it's a little faster pace than they're used to in the last couple days because they're kind of hurrying some of their decisions in the neutral zone, but for the most part they're doing pretty well and they're hanging with Wasilla here.
Holler takes the face-off against Riley Scott. Scott, of course, out there with Ottengana and Kingery. They got Humphreys and Gillespie on defense. Through the skates of Holler. Back to Ottengana. Ottengana chips it out for the Hawks into the neutral zone. Dumped back in by Wasilla. Ottengana moves in on Ingen, knocks him off the puck. Now gets out to Kingery. Kingery Loses it to Ingen. Ingen to the middle. Picked up by Scott. Scott's knocked down on the play. Now it's picked up by Holler. Holler's just off sides of the play for a stoppage. A couple of our sponsors tonight are Ace Water Wells and Snowfire Curtains. If you're interested in sponsoring the broadcast, see Lisa Humphreys, Rising Golden, or email us at HoustonHawkHockey@gmail.com. Riley Scott taking the face off the neutral zone. Holler chips it past into the zone. Picked up by Gillespie. Gillespie out to the neutral zone. Gets back to Goots on the red. Goots dumps it up to Holler. Holler with the puck. Tries to wheel past Humphreys. Humphreys knocks it away. But he gets it over to Ingen. Ingen steps in. Passed up. Now Scott collects it on his own blue. Gets out of the zone. That's Goots to Materson. And, Masterson dumps it back in. Ingen on the near side, chips it past. Humphreys behind the net, chips it over. Ottengana on the far side. Picked up by Moore, dumped in. Gillespie with the skate, tries to chip it past. Now it gets back to Humphreys. Humphreys on the near side corner. Passes up. It gets past Moore into the neutral zone. Kingery goes in on the forecheck. Goots picks it up. He wheels around. Carries it up the far side. Goots has got some room now. He passes up to Masterson. Gets past his stick. Humphreys will collect on the blue. Passes back out to the neutral zone. No Wasilla defense is there as they got to change. So now Larson picks it up and passes it back. Across to Carney. Carney passes it up. Goes all the way down the ice. Gillespie's racing for it now. Austin Tao, the linesman, will wave off the icing. We'll have a deflection off Larson. And they'll go out of the zone.
Oh, Kai Kingery had a great hustle there. He was all the way on his defensive blue line, and he chased that puck down and almost had a turnover there. So great hustle by Kingery.
Squires taking the face-off now with his line out there. One back to the defenseman Gillespie. Gillespie in the corner, being forechecked by Wasilla. They end up with the puck in Houston's zone. Picked up by Rogers now. Rogers loses it back to Gillespie. Gillespie out to Squires. Squires starts the rush the other way. Circles back around. Kept in the zone now. Bolo with the puck, dumps it in. Hayden Shivers behind the net. Picks it up, chips it past. There's Nix on the hash mark. He loses it as Carney poke-checked it through. Wasilla passes to the middle. Knocked away. Now Nix picks it up. Nix on the blue. Passes out to Rogers. Rogers goes over the stick of Bailiff now, and Rogers tries to poke it through. Doesn't quite make it. Now it's passed out to Larson. Larson across the red. Carries it in the zone. He's got Wilt Fawn back door. He fires one that Bollinger knocks away with the leg. Now he picks it up, tries to center. Shivers knocks him away from the puck. Rogers chips it out to the blue. Stopped by Bailiff. Bailiff across to Carney. Carney dumps it into the near side. Humphreys is there, rings it back around. Now it's off a skate and centered. Squires picks it up and sends it down the ice. Not going to quite make it. So the Hawks will get a change and go on the forecheck. Ottengana's out there. Bailiff behind his own net. Ottengana, as Bailiff steps it around the near side, Ottengana ends up with the puck. Ottengana passes back to Kingery. Kingery down to Scott. Scott centers back to Kingery. Kingery fires a shot!
Oh.
And Campbell with the great glove save.
It was a great glove save by Campbell there. The Hawks moved the puck really well. They actually had 2 or 3 passes there.
Bit of a tic-tac-toe play.
Yeah.
Riley Scott's line back out there. Kingery, Scott, and Ottengana. They got Humphreys and Gillespie on D. Just 4:47 remains in this first period. Scott loses the face-off to Shackle, and Shackle steps around his own net. Moves to the near side, wheels around the Hawks forwards and across the red. Looks to carry it in. He does. Gets it past Gillespie on the near corner. Gillespie picks it up. A Scott poke check. It gets out to Ottengana. Ottengana is forechecked by Roush. Warriors dump it back in. Gillespie behind his own net. Gets out to Bollinger. Bollinger's first to fall on the puck and make a quick save.
You know, with this ice the way it is, it's so warm. It looks like it's been taking some kind of strange bounces. Some of these players aren't expected. We saw that on that icing where the puck never made it, and right there behind the net, kind of took a weird bounce off the dasher boards.
Isaiah Squires takes the face-off in his own zone against Porter Shackle. Squires pokes it through the legs of Shackle. It's picked up by Chase Shackle in the corner. He's on the hash marks, passes down to Porter. Porter in front. A rebound goes wide of Roush. On the point is Wolcott. He dumps it down to Roush. Roush centers through the skates, and now Rogers has it in the slot. Poked through right to Porter Shackle. Porter Shackle to the far side. He fires one. Bollinger with the save. Now they shoot it on net, and they're going to score. Bit of a nasty rebound. Hawks couldn't get a handle on the puck. And Porter Shackle fires one on Bollinger. He makes the initial save, but the rebound's jammed through his legs.
Yeah, well, it was at least one save there, and then Porter Shackle made a really nice kind of deke there, which opened up a little bit of space, put out a good rebound, and Bollinger was trying to recover, and it went right between the right in the 5 hole.
That's what we were talking about earlier, is clearing the puck out of the zone. Hawks got stalled a little bit there. That allowed Wasilla to capitalize. Wasilla wins the face-off. It's back up to the forwards. Houston recollects. JP Nix on the red, dumps it in. Goes behind the net. Randall there to pick it up. Passes back over to Wolcott. Wolcott out to Ingen. Ingen on the hash. Passes up across to Masterson. Masterson picks it up at the blue. He's got Holler right in the middle. Puck deflects off the stick of Hayden Shivers. Hits the netting.
Great hustle by Hayden Shivers there. He's always hustling when he's out on the ice. It's good to have seniors hustling when they're on the ice.
First line back out there for the Hawks. Scott to take the face-off against Holler. Scott wins it back to Hayden Shivers, and Shivers will chip it out of over the glass for another stoppage.
So at this point, the shots have got to be at least 2-1, probably 3-1 for Wasilla right now. They've really started to carry play.
Wasilla spent a lot more time in Houston's zone. They win the faceoff back to Moore. Moore fires one wide of the net. On the hash marks is Kingery. Passes up to Goots. Goots fires one. It's deflected off Hayden Shivers. And Ottengana skates. Picked up by Masterson. They just clear the zone. It's up to Kai Kingery. Kingery on the red, dumps it in. On net, now Campbell knocks it away. Moore on the far side corner. Passes up. Past Ottengana down the ice. JP Nix is there to pick it up. Wheels behind his own net. Passes around. Ingen picks it up on the near side. Ingen in the corner with it. Wheels it past Humphries. Humphries uses the body to keep him away. Gillespie behind the net. Tries to chip it past Ingen. He does. Now coming in is Goots, who chips it back into the zone off Gillespie's skates. Larson dumps it in now off Humphries' skates. And Humphries pokes it out. Goots on the red line dumps it in on Bollinger. Bollinger with the save. Now Gillespie has it behind his net. Passes around. Ottengana tries to chip it out. Kept in by Larson. Larson Ottengana fighting for it on the point. Chipped past. Right to the middle. Now the Hawks poke it away. To the neutral zone. Carney dumps it in. Gillespie picks it up on the blue. Steps past and dumps it into the zone. Goes past Moore and it's on net. Campbell will freeze the puck for a stoppage. 2:35 left. Time to mention some more of our sponsors. That's the Brad Zweifel Company and Alaska Metal Building Erectors.
And right there, you saw a good hustle by Squires, which actually kind of got the Hawks an offensive zone face-off.
Squires is now out there with Kingery and Rogers as coaches switched up the lines a little bit. Hawks win it back to Gillespie, who fires one. There is a rebound. Rogers almost puts it in over Campbell. Well, Campbell does a great job with that glove.
Yeah, 2 or 3 saves there. Good opportunity for the Hawks.
Good face-off win. Gillespie makes a nice shot. Rogers is just half a second too slow. He almost had that. Squires loses it back, picked up by Carney, dumped around. On the far side is Bailiff. Bailiff passes up. Center to the middle to Larson. Larson chips it across to Wiltfong, goes past him. Kingery picks it up in the zone. Tries to dump it out. Now Larson moves in. It's back behind the net. Hayden Shivers is there. Larson almost pokes it past him. It gets out to Wiltfong. He dumps it back behind. Picked up by Boma. Boma behind the net. Fighting for it with 2 Hawks defensemen. It gets over to Larson. Larson knocked off the puck by Gillespie. Gillespie to Squires. Squires out to Carney, who dumps it back in. Almost there, but it's picked up by Bailiff. Bailiff up to Boma. Boma's got Chase Shackle ahead of him. Now he loses the puck and picks it back up. Ottengana tries to poke it out. It's eventually collected by JP Nix. Nix almost steps through, doesn't quite make it. Picked up by Humphries. Humphries around the far side. Wheels past Chase Shackle. Now Porter pokes it away from him. Porter tries to step through, but Ottengana gets it up to Scott. Scott in the slot. He fires a shot, and Campbell with another glove save. Campbell's glove is so far biggest difference makers for the Warriors in the D zone.
Yep, he's been really good on the glove side.
He's got a really great style of goaltending. He's got a good glove and blocker. It's going to be hard for the Hawks to get one past him today. Face off up to Hayden Shivers. Shivers fires one into Campbell's chest. Campbell frees play. 1:20 remaining in the first period. Hawks down by 1.
Well, if they want to get one past him, they're going to have to get dirty. They're going to have to get in those tough places right in front of the net and look for rebounds. He is giving up some rebounds.
Riley Scott takes the face-off against Porter Shackle. Puck is dropped by Charles Jeska and won back by Riley Scott. Gets up to the point, poked past Humphries. Scott collects on the blue, tries to pass across. Now he takes out Roush, and we're going to have a penalty against the Hawks as Riley Scott came in and took Roush out. Interference call. It's the right call to make right there.
Yeah, that was a pretty clear interference penalty. I'm not exactly sure he even wanted to do it. He was going after the puck and he kind of fell down, but definitely interference.
Hawks will go on the penalty kill for the first time tonight. They've got Kingery taking the face off. Gillespie Humphries on defense. Kingery's out there with Ottengana. Porter Shackle pokes it through. He puts it behind the net. Ingen's on the far side to pick it up. Ingen up to Carney. Carney back to Ingen. Ingen on the top of the circle. He's got some room. Ottengana trying to poke it away. Porter Shackle on the far side. Pass down to Ingen. Ingen fires one on Bollinger. And let's say Moore was in the crease. That'll bring it out of the zone.
Yep.
53 seconds remaining in the first period.
And when Moore's in the crease, there isn't much of the crease left. He's a big boy.
Yeah. Wasilla's looking pretty dominant on the power play so far. Kingery loses the face-off. It gets back to Gillespie. Gillespie tries to poke it through. Now Humphries has it. Back to Gillespie. Gillespie gets it just out of the zone. Ottengana trying to steal it from Carney. Carney wins the battle. Ends up with the puck. Ottengana still fighting for it. Eventually knocked off. Back up down to Porter Shackle. Shackle in the corner. Wheels to the middle. He's got chance for a shot. He fires it and he scores.
Yeah, it's pure snipe shot there. Top right corner. Not a whole lot Bollinger can do about that, especially with people in front of him.
Yeah, Hawks just work a little bit defensively. Porter finds some open ice. He steps in the middle, makes a nice shot. It's his second of the night. I do believe you get credit for that first goal.
I know I spend a lot of time when I'm doing color with you singing the praises of Aiden Ottengana, but I will tell you he has the heart of a lion. It's great to watch him play. Nothing bothers him at all.
Dumped into the zone by Wasilla. Picked up behind by Reed Humphries. Behind the net now. Wasilla trying to dig it out of the corner. JP Nix is there, now gets over to Squires. Squires picks it up at the red. Knocked off his stick by Goots. Now JP Nix comes in and destroys Carson Lecren, but he's going to get a penalty for it.
And that's just one of those penalties that you don't need to take. You're down by 2 goals. And you know you're putting a team back on the power play. Most of that's going to come in the second period, but it's just you got to play smarter than that.
You know, it's a big hit, but it's an unnecessary one. You know, Lecren's going for the puck a little bit. He's, you know, technically you can hit him, but I mean, you know, he doesn't have full control. Nix comes in, he gets the charging penalty. Too many steps towards.
Well, I don't know how the puck wasn't on his stick anymore, and he's a much smaller kid. And
Reed Humphries wins the faceoff, dumps it out. That's going to do it for the first period of hockey. Be right back with the first intermission stats. Hawks are going to go into the second, down 2 to the Wasilla Warriors. Stay tuned. It's East Night Hockey live broadcast from the Big Lake Rec Center.
Christmas Classic Tournament.
Try my best just to get away, but you pulled me closer. You're something wild I can never tame, and you're taking over. All my thoughts and the words I say never seem to matter. You're the drug running through my veins, and the crash right after.
Welcome back to the Houston High Hockey live broadcast. Game between the Hawks and the Wasilla Warriors. Let's look at our first period stats. Warriors had 2 goals. The first one's going to be credited to Chase Shackle. Assist to Porter Shackle. and Brendan Wolcott. The second came from Porter Shackle. Assist to Alex Ingen and number 16, Devin Carney. For the Hawks, no goals. They had 9 shots on the goaltender, Aaron. Shots on goaltender Riley Bollinger. Bollinger made 9 saves. Hawks had 2 penalties, one on Riley Scott interference, and then the late one on JP Nix for a charge.
Well, those the shots are pretty close, but you know how in baseball they have stress pitches with runners on? The shots in front of Bollinger were a lot more stressful than the ones in front of Campbell. You know, Campbell did have to make a couple of pretty good glove saves there, but for the most part, Wasilla was in front of the net in the slot. A lot of good skill there with Shackle, especially on that second goal. So even though the shots were pretty close, I would say the scoring favor.
Hawks taking a couple penalties. You know, I could almost make an argument for the first one. Riley Scott working hard to back check. Kind of takes out Roush through no fault of his own. You know, interference call doesn't go your way. Second one, though, you know, big unnecessary hit late in the period. Hawks have got to cut that out if they're going to try to climb back into this game. They're facing a tough Warriors squad that has proved that they can be deadly on the power play.
Yeah, and you know, it's the way high school hockey is reffed now. They're really being careful, especially when bigger kids go up against smaller kids. They're looking for head contact. They're not really letting people finish their checks anymore. You know, as soon as that puck is off someone's stick, you got to hold up. You have to at least look like you're holding up. And there was no holding up by JP, and you know, Kress is a much smaller kid, so that's going to look bad either way, whether it's a clean hit or not.
So Hawks will start the second period with a minute and 55-second penalty. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for that start of the second period, so stay tuned. It's the Houston iHockey live broadcast here from the Big Lake Rec Center.
Everybody's punch clocking, waiting for the moonwalk to take them back to dance them away. Everybody shadow boxing, don't you wanna stop, drop and roll till the whole thing burns like you earned the flame. It's all the same. Shame, shame, shame. Everybody's punch clocking, waiting for stop, drop and roll till the whole thing burns like you earned the flame. It's all the same. A shame, shame, shame. Shame, shame, shame. Woo! Shame, shame, shame. A shame, shame, shame. Shame, shame, shame.
Back from the bottom, straight to the top. Roll that sucker till the wheels break off. Adios, mama, in a do-si-do. Drop you like a rock and leave you comatose. Preach from the hip and I cut from the tip. Split your big lip, then I do it again. Steady ride, steady go. Steady sheep been such a long time gone. Steady ride, steady go. Steady sheep been such a long time gone. Woo! Put on the red light. 3 roses on the hurricane. Put on the red light. I can tell it's on the way. It could be the second coming now. Where you gonna run to now? South, south drift to the western wind. All the way up to the mountains in Madrid. Slip, don't slide out your right mind. Lucky if you make it through the night. Preach from the hip and I come from the tip. Switch your big lip, then I do it again. Steady ride, steady go. Steady sheep been such a long time gone. Steady ride, steady go. Steady sheep been such a long time gone. Woo! Put on the red light. 3 roses on the gate. Put on the red light. I can tell it's hard to break. It could be the second coming now. Where you gonna run to now? Back from the bottom, straight to the top. Roll that sucker till the wheels break off. I don't mind in a do-si-do. Drop you like a rock and leave you comatose. Preach from the hip and I cut from the tip. Split your big lip, then I do it again. Steady ride, steady go. Steady sheep been such a long time gone. Steady ride, steady go. Steady sheep been such a long time gone. Woo! Put on the red light. 3 roses on the gate. Put on the red light. I can tell it's hard way. It could be the second coming now. Where you gonna run to now?
You didn't think that I could make it. I was underestimated.
Mind over matter, no matter over mind. I'm breaking barricades and borderlines. Never cautious of the warning sign. I'm out to overpower anything y'all try to undermine. A living legend on the track. That's that. Institution on the field. Natural born warrior. The Coliseum know the deal. But when I started, walls they were closing in. Underestimated, now I'm overthrowing them. Riding like the chariots, the fire gates are opening. Don't know who's chosen for the podium. You're looking at the true and living. This is dedicated to everybody who doubted me. You made a gladiator out of me. You're all the reason why I stay motivated, while my team flag stays elevated.
This is dedicated to everybody who doubted me. You made a gladiator out of me. Game time, every win celebrated from the top. Let them know how we made it. Used to hate to confuse you, but I won't let it. MJ, how I followed through it, forever said it. Growing up, I was hard-headed and self-centered. I always knew I deserved more, I just had to get it. Got it, good, I'm great. Call me ever the great. Everything for the win, a loser couldn't relate. Overtime in the gym, my man handled the weight. I waited a long time for my time, give me a plate. Born to create, give me life, give me buzz. Give me money, give me peace, give me all of the above. To see the light, you need a plug. So give me health, give me wisdom, and all of the love. I'm a beast, grind hard, the paper it bring. I attack, bob weave, I'm good in the ring. Up north, wild boys and crazier things. Must I remind you in the presence of Canadian kings? Play a salute.
But when I started, walls they were closing in. Underestimated, now I'm overthrowing them. Riding like the chariots, the fire gates are opening. Don't know who's chosen for the podium. First album, certified classic. Last album, borderline magic. Stimulated your brain cells, shocked your chakras. Fuse hip-hop, rock with opera. The realest rappers in Toronto love to see me in the booth. Baddest stallions want to see me in a suit. Salute, proof, Galloway to God again. Here go to God again. Lyrical, spiritual, bring the Dalai Lama in. I could never die. 2 rap Junos nominated for a Gemini. Started with a symphony, the summer's still a mystery. Keep making records, I'ma keep on making history. But when I started, walls they were closing in. Underestimated, now I'm overthrowing them. Riding like the chariots, the fire gates are opening. Y'all know who's chosen for the podium. You're looking at the
This is dedicated to everybody who doubted me. You made a gladiator out of me. Game time, every win celebrated from the top. Let them know how we made it.
This is dedicated to everybody who doubted me. You made a gladiator out of me. You're all the reason why I stay motivated, while my team flag stays elevated.
Back to the Tonight Hockey live broadcast, game between the Hawks and the Wasilla Warriors. Hawks coming into the second period, a man down, and also down by a score of 2-0 here. They're going to be starting.
Yep, well, the Hawks are down by 2 here, so they need to come out with a lot of energy, kill off this power play, Wasilla's power play. get a goal, get some momentum. This game's not over yet. They actually did have some good shots on the goaltender. They need to stay out of the box and keep working and see what happens.
Got Kingery to take the face-off against Porter's shackle. Olena's dropping the puck and they're off. Kingery almost lets Porter get through his skates. Now Porter collects and comes into the zone. Passes down to Ingen on the hash. Ingen steps into the zone, passes up to Carney. Carney on the point, top of the circle, got some room, down to Shackle. Shackle fires one on Bollinger, and Bollinger makes the save.
Good job there. He had his skate pad right up against the post. Good positioning. Shackle was hammering away at him, but he was solid.
Like Shackle's going to go to the box.
Yeah, you know, and he really was hammering away on Bollinger there, and
yeah, I think it's a good call by the referee. Shackle's in there sloshing around once Bollinger already had it covered.
Yeah, you know.
The Hawks, though, they got a 4-on-4 now for a minute 40, 15 seconds into this second period of hockey. It's Kingery and Ottengana out there to take the face off in the offensive zone. Kingery wins it back to Humphries. Humphries on the point. Fires one that's deflected away. Ingen on the far side picks it up. Carries it into the neutral zone. Masterson's skate catches it. Now Kingery goes the other way. Kingery into the zone. Tries to step past Moore, doesn't quite make it. Now passes across to Reed Humphries. Humphries to Ottengana, who tips it out to the neutral zone, picked up by Goots. Goots passes up to Masterson. Off his skate, back to Wyatt Moore. Moore passes to the middle. Gillespie stops it, gets through, but now Wasilla chips it the other way. Picked up by Ingen in the middle. Ingen on the red. Almost poked away by Scott. Now Ingen passes up to Masterson. He pokes it away to Ottengana. Ottengana back to Gillespie. Gillespie passes up to Ottengana in the middle. Ottengana tries to chip it up. Caught in the skate of Goots. He carries it the other way now, across the blue. Humphries misses the poke check. Goots carries it to the middle, but Gillespie knocks it away. Gillespie chips it up, and out of play, so we'll have a stoppage.
Neither team really putting anything together there. They had 4-on-4, and there was no passing that connected for either side.
Yeah, kind of just backboards, like a tennis match right there in the neutral zone. Riley Scott taking the face-off for the Hawks. Wins it to the side. There's Reed Humphries with it. He passes around. Gets up and out of the zone. It'll be collected by Bailiff on his own blue. Bailiff, Carney picks it up on the far side. Passes out of the zone. Now Humphries has it on the blue and he dumps it in. Hawks clear. Now go in for the forecheck. Bailiff has it. Off Squire's skates. Now Squire skates into the corner. Tries to center. To Scott in the middle. Knocked away by Carney. Roush has it. Carries it up the ice. Into the zone now. Steps past Hayden Shivers, and Shivers reefs him in front of the net. No, thank you, sir. Bailiff collects on the point, dumps it into the zone. Centered by Roush. Now it's up at the point. Houston's full strength, though. 20 seconds left. They got Nix moving up the ice. Humphries can't find a connection. He carries it up at the red. Into the zone now. Around Roush, and now Roush pokes it away and out. Picked up by Ottengana. Ottengana in his skates, back to Gillespie. Gillespie over to Nix. Nix has it on the red, dumps it in. Kingery, first one in for the Hawks. Picks it up on the hash. Now Wasilla's full strength, we're 5-on-5. Kingery fires one, knocked away by Campbell. Ottengana picks it up behind the net. Loses it, now has to pick it back up on the far side, up to Gillespie. Gillespie back to Ottengana. Past him, and then past Nix, and now it's behind the net. Wasilla sends it down the ice, and it'll roll to Bollinger, who will kick it to the side. Gillespie picks it up in the corner, as Wasilla's now got it changed. Gillespie up to Ottengana. Ottengana over to Kai Kingery. Kingery's tripped up there, spins around, now Reed Humphries picks it up. Reed Humphries at the red, carries it into the zone. Out at the hash, now loses it in the skates of Wolcott. No idea who's going to get that goal.
It's exactly what I talked about. You know, they killed off that penalty. They had help with the 4-on-4, and they got a little momentum now.
Humphries is the one that fires it in. You got Kingery and Nix in front. We'll have to see who they credit it to. In any case, the Hawks have shortened Wasilla's lead down to 1. The Hawks now trail by a score of 2-1. Shivers is there to Kai Kingery on the red. Tipped up to Randall. Chipped past. Hayden Shivers now. They are going to give Reed Humphries the goal with assists from Gillespie and Nix. Wasilla in their own zone. Loses it to the middle. Now Randall has it. Passes over to Ingen. Ingen passes up to Masterson. Masterson carries it in on the near side. Tries to step past Humphries, and he doesn't make it. Humphries chips it up to Ottengana. Ottengana passed out. Over to Goots, he passes in now. Otangana steps through, chips it over to Riley Scott. Back behind the net. Bollinger plays it, stops it. Gillespie chips it up to the near side. Porter Shackle fighting for it with Otangana. Otangana picks it up, dumps it up. Now Moore has it on the point, passes back in. Escapes the zone, now Moore has to regroup. He dumps it back in for Wasilla. Far side now is Gillespie. Chips it up to the middle, picked up by Squires. Squires with some speed. He's knocked off the puck. Goes past Nix, collected by Porter Shackle, who carries it up the ice with some speed. Across the Hawks blue line, steps to the middle, got a chance for a shot. To the far side, passes in. Gillespie knocks it away with the skate. Porter Shackle recollects, moves up to the point. Tries to step to the middle, he's got some room. Right in front of the net, now he passes to the side to Chase Shackle. And it gets knocked away by Reed Humphreys. Squires chips it out of the zone, down into Wasilla's end. Goots is there, but he doesn't quite make it. We'll have an ISO.
Shackle can really move the puck there, and it would be nice to see someone to step up and hit him, but he's so good on his skates that it's really hard to catch up with him.
Riley Scott's line out there for the Hawks will take the B-zone face-off with 10:35 remaining in the second period. Scott loses it to the middle. Now it's centered in on Bollinger. He'll love it. Aside. Mention some of our sponsors tonight. Brad's Rifle Company and Ace Waterwell. If you're interested in sponsoring us, email us at HoustonHawkHockey@gmail.com or to Lisa Humphreys or Isaac Smolden for more details. Scott now loses it back. Carney right in the slot, knocked away with the skate. Now centered on Bollinger. Right in front, he makes the initial save and knocks away the other one. Larson in the far corner. McKinley Larson for... And now it looks like they're also going to take Langston Boma for a misconduct penalty.
Aaron Humphreys, but I think you're right. I think there was some chirping from the Wasilla players at the refs.
And it'll be interesting to see. Do the Hawks go on 5-on-3? They give Boma the misconduct. He's out for 10, but no on-ice strength. They are. Looks like they're sending another guy to the box.
So
it's going to have a 2 and a 10, or Carney could have gotten the 2 in the, or not Carney, excuse me. Larson could have gotten the 2 and the 10 for the check from behind. Okay,
yeah,
so we're going to have a 2-minute penalty and a 10-minute misconduct on McKinley Larson for a check from behind. And then Bowman's going to go to the box for an unsportsmanlike conduct. Hawks have a 5-on-3 power play now. Wasilla wins the face-off back, dumps it out of the zone. Gillespie with the puck, passes across to Hayden Shivers.
2 minutes to be served by number 9.
Passed across to Hayden Shivers. Shivers up the ice to Squires. They have a 3-on-1 now. Squires steps into the zone. He's got 2 guys backdoor. Fires it in, and it's knocked away by Campbell. Now centers the puck right in the skates. Otangana fires, and Campbell gloves it away.
Great opportunity there. Really nice pass from the defenseman. I don't know. I think that might have been Gillespie. No, it wouldn't have been Gillespie. Anyways, really nice pass out of the defensive zone into the neutral zone. 3-on-1. And I think actually Squires made the right decision there to take a shot.
Hawks are setting up their top line. Bit of a correction. The penalty on Larson's going to be that puts Bowman in the box. 2-minute misconduct, or 2-minute penalty, 10-minute misconduct for unsportsmanlike conduct. Hawks have it in their own zone on the 5-on-3. Picked up by Shackle. He steps to the middle. He fires a shot on Bollinger, and Bollinger makes the leg pad save. Dangerous play. 5-on-3 for Wasilla. That's Masterson who kicks it out to Shackle in the middle. Shackle has a great chance right in front of the net.
Yeah, and I didn't want to say anything because you know how I tend to jinx things, but you know, even though there's 3 Wasilla players out here, they're very skilled, and you can't get complacent. You got to make good decisions with the puck.
Wasilla wins it back to Moore. Moore has it on the red, dumps it in to Riley Scott. Now Scott trying to get it past. He just can't quite make it. Shackle with the puck on the red. Pass it through Masterson behind the net. Humphreys is there, picked up by Otangana. Now they have a rush going the other way. 1 minute remains in the 5-on-3 for the Hawks. Kingery steps into the zone. He's got some time. Steps to the near side, fires a shot that's knocked away by Campbell. Now they poke it behind the net. Riley Scott's there with Kai Kingery to try to dig it out. And they both lose it to Carney. Now Carney has it and chips it up past Humphreys' skates and out of the zone. Now Humphreys is on a foot race with Ingham. Bollinger is at the blue line and he passes it out of the zone. Carney dumps it back to Ingham. Ingham to Masterson. Masterson right in front. He's got it on the top of the circle. Back to Ingham through his skates. Otangana picks it up, steps back for some time. Up to Scott. And Scott dishes it back. Hawks need a Bit of a regroup here. They got 28 seconds to try to do something on this power play. Ottengana up to Reed Humphreys. Humphreys with 20 seconds remaining in the power play. He steps to the middle. He's got some room. He fires a shot, and Campbell smothers it in the breadbasket. 17 seconds remain in the 5-on-3 for the Hawks. Squires line now out there with Shivers and Gillespie on D.
You know, I really would have liked to see the Hawks set it up a lot more on this 5-on-3 as they were rushing, which was good, but you know, they really never got it set up.
Squires wins the face-off to the side. Now he passes out to Gillespie. Gillespie back down to Squires. Squires centers it to the middle. Right in front! And Rogers almost gets the stick on it, but he gets knocked away. Shackle on his own blue. Carries it out of the zone for Wasilla. Now to the middle. Steps past Squires into the zone. Wheels to the side. Buys himself some time. Gets past Squires again. Now he's behind the net. Centers it to the middle. Knocked away from Haller. Nix fighting for it on the point. Chipped back to Gillespie. Gillespie looking to carry it out. Wasilla's now full strength. Rogers tries to flip it up. It's in Moore's skates. JP Nix knocks his man down. Larson chips it up for Wasilla. Down into the zone. Gillespie's there to pick it up. He passes behind the net. Over to JP Nix. Nix on the hash mark. Chipped away from him. Hayden Shivers in the far corner. In JP Nix's skates now. Larson centers it. Gets knocked away. Rogers on the near side going against number 9, Wiltfong. Chipped past him. Now Masterson has it and centers it right to the middle. Picked up by Wiltfong. He's got it at the top of the circle and passes down. Hayden Shivers is there to knock it away. Wyatt Moore off his skate, and JP Nix almost has a chance for a breakaway. He pokes it up. Now Wiltfong passes back to Gooch. Gooch across to Moore. Moore passes up. There's Hayden Shivers to knock it away from Masterson. Riley Scott has it in the middle, chipped away from him. Down into the zone it goes. Gillespie has to dig it out of the corner. Passes up to Ottengana. Ottengana tries to center, knocked away by Wiltfong. Ottengana passes back behind the net. There's Hayden Shivers now. He sends it around the far side. Kept in by Wasilla. In the corner now. Wasilla carries it up to the top of the circle. Passes to the middle. Ottengana takes it away. Ottengana through the middle. He's got a lot of red in front of him. Will chip it into the zone. Ottengana taken out of the play by number 19, Masterson. Masterson's going to go to the box for, couldn't see it either.
Yeah, that's a great call. Ottengana worked all the way from his defensive blue line through the neutral zone, chipped it past the defender, and then another defender knocked him down because he had a step on him. It's a great play by Ottengana and earned his team a power play.
So correction on the penalty, that's going to be 22. Brendan Wolkai is going to get the interference penalty on Ottengana. Hawks go back on the power play. Weren't able to do a lot with their last 5-on-3. We'll have to see if they're able to convert here halfway through the period. It's dumped out, and rushing down the ice is Roush. Humphreys almost knocks it away. That goes behind the net. Humphreys wheels it to the near side and flips it out to Kingery. Through Kingery skates over to Scott. Scott centers it to Hayden Shivers. Shivers dumps it into the zone, and now Humphreys moves it on Porter Shackle. Shackle carries it behind the net. Scott almost intercepts, but it goes past his skates. Now Shackle rings it to the far side. Carney's there. Try to chip it out. Oh, just gets it past Ottengana. Back into the zone. Shackle in the corner. Sends it way down the ice. Now Roush is rushing down. Bollinger is out of his net to play it. He'll pass it around to the far side. Goes up to Kingery. Kingery chips it up. There's no one there. Shackle to the middle. He's got a little bit of room. He steps around Kai Kingery. He's got Roush right in front. Roush on the stick. He fires and he scores. Hawks are simply outworked there. On the power play, they get it caught deep in the zone. Not a lot of moving the feet, and Roush and Porter Shackle are able to convert there.
Well, Humphreys went deep into the zone on Shackle, and there really is the responsibility of the forward coming back into the zone. Didn't pick up the man who was right in the slot. Shackle made a great pass, and goaltender really didn't have a chance on that. And all three of the goals that Wasilla has scored have been real skill goals. Not a lot of opportunity for Bollinger to save it.
Hawks lose it back. Now it's on the blue, dumped up by Wasilla. Gillespie on the red, ships it past to the neutral ice. There's Nix to pick it up. Loses it over to Ingen. Ingen carries it to the middle. Steps across the blue. Now he gets past Squires and wheels to the near side. Into the corner with it. Centers, knocked away. JP Nix picks it up. He could have a 2-on-1 with Squires. Nix and Squires moving down the ice. Nix carries it across the blue. And they're off sides as Squires crosses. Both Hawks skaters there looking a little flat-footed on that rush.
Well, and you got a guy who's got a step on you, and you're carrying the puck 2-on-1. You really want to give it up to that guy, don't you? I mean, let him go into the zone, and you kind of trail, and then you're going to miss at a goal when you pass it up there in the neutral zone.
Wasilla wins it. That's Masterson with it at the red line. He carries it down into the Hawk zone and fires one that's over the net. On the far side is Wiltfong. Up near the point, Reed Humphreys grabs it, sends it down the ice. Bailiff digs it out of his own zone. No icing on the play. And passes up. Scott off his skate, but he just is offsides. Now Nix makes a touch on it and he'll sit out to the neutral zone.
One of the things I'm really enjoying watching is the battle between Reed Humphreys and Porter Shackle. They're really good friends off the ice. They played a lot of hockey together in comp, and it's fun. You can tell that when Shackle's out there and Humphreys is out there, the two of them want to beat each other.
Hawks still on the power play. They got 23 seconds left. Now Kingery carries it into the zone to the near side. Right to center, knocked away by Campbell. Now Riley Scott fires one that's knocked away by Campbell. Kingery centers to Ottengana, and that's knocked away by the defense. Now Masterson goes the other way. 9 seconds remaining in the kill for Wasilla. Masterson tries to step past Gillespie. Gillespie knocks it away with the stick. Gillespie's hit behind into the boards. It's passed across.
Wasilla full strength.
Over to Kingery. Kingery to Scott in the middle. Wasilla's now full strength. And Shackle will pick it up at the blue. He's got it behind the net. Scott forechecking. He wheels around. Ottengana moves in, separates Shackle from the puck. Shackle kicks it back up at the blue. Speed steps into the zone. On Gillespie. Wheels through his skates with a nice deke, but Gillespie knocks it away again. Flipped out of the zone by the Hawks. Goots picks it up. Now dumps it back in. In the center is Gillespie. Chips it out. Stopped by Roush on the point. Roush carries it in. Centers it. Deflected up in the air. Now Humphreys picks it up. Tries to dump it out to Kingery. Kingery will send it down the ice. And we should have an icing on the play. And we do. 2 more of our sponsors then back up by 2. Hawks starting to look a little bit tired out there.
Yeah, they are, and that's why that icing took place. But they had a great scramble in front of the net.
Squires loses it through the legs. Shot is fired on net by Porter Shackle. Humphreys cleans his clock in the corner. Now Hayden Shivers will pick it up. Chips it out of the zone. Shackle looks injured. He's going to go off the ice. Centered to JP Nix, who picks it up for the Hawks and dumps it in. Squires in the corner with Rogers. They try to chip it out. Now it's picked up by Haller. To Roush. Roush centers. To Shackle. Chase Shackle moves down the ice across the blue. He's got Haller in the middle. He fires a shot on Bullinger. Bullinger stuffs it right in the stomach.
And that's what I was talking about. Reed Humphreys just laid a whale of a hit on Porter Shackle there. I know the Wasilla coach was a little upset, a little incensed.
It was a little bit high. Humphreys' hands kind of caught Shackle in the face. No call on the play. So we'll remain 5-on-5.
Well, when he was skating off the ice, it looked like he was kind of holding his... We'll see whether or not he comes back out on the ice, but I know the Wasilla coaches were not happy with the no call there.
JP Nix loses the face-off. Back to Ingen in the middle. Ingen up to Bailiff. Bailiff fires one that's deflected away. In the corner, Humphreys levels a player down there. That's Ingen, and now Ingen's taking a bit of time to get up. Humphreys in the middle. Carries it across the red, into the zone, past Carney. Humphreys in the corner. Fires one that's over the net. Now Riley Scott picks it up on the point. Passes down into the zone. Ottengana, forward checking. It gets back to Carney on the far side. Carney, across the blue, in the neutral zone. Kingery dumps it back in. 3 minutes remain in this second period. Stopped behind the net by Campbell. Ottengana moves in. Chips past him up to Ingen. Ingen on the hash down in the corner. Kingery pokes it past. Now Ottengana has Brinks. Sent it to Scott. Scott's right in front. Poked up to Hayden Shivers. Shivers pass down to Ottengana. It goes through his skates. He almost had that one-timer. That's Ingen with the puck now. They got Ottengana in the corner. Bailiff passes behind the net over to Carney. Carney on the hash mark. Scott is there to knock it away. Wasilla chips it out. Gillespie on the red, flips it back in. Be picked up by Bailiff. Bailiff passes across. Squires misses the poke check. It's sent out of the zone. Wiltfong has it there. Wiltfong back to Bailiff. Bailiff passes out down the ice to Masterson. Masterson steps across the blue. Fires a shot that's wide of the net. Kingery now moves up the ice. They have a great chance here as Wasilla defense is catching a change. Ottengana comes in. Chips to the middle. He's taken down. Wiltfong wheels behind the net. Squires is there as Wasilla comes out of the zone. That's Goots. Chips over the hash marks. steps through, but Squires pokes it away. Squires in the middle, knocked off the puck. Now Campbell uses the glove to freeze it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though, you know, it's amazing because Otangana just got creamed between two players, but he's so good at skating with his head up and watching where the pressure's coming from that he just picked himself right up off the ice, skated off. On the other side, both Engen and Shackle got nailed by Reed Humphreys, and I haven't seen either one of them out on the ice again.
Engen's back out there. I haven't seen Porter Shackle yet. Wasilla wins the face-off. They've got it in their own zone. Boots from the red line, carried in by the Warriors. Into the corner. Noah Plum is now out there for the Hawks. He knocks it away. Now it's centered to Bollinger. Bollinger has to freeze the puck right in front. Did notice Noah Plum snuck out on the ice for this shift.
Yeah, well, that's great because it really is looking like the Hawks are getting a little bit tired, and they're only skating 3 defensemen right now with JP Nix moving up. So
yeah, Plum does a good job. He knocks the puck away. He's going to be playing defense back there with Humphreys. Or no, he's going to be playing forward, actually. Hayden Shivers and Reed Humphreys both out there. Moore centers it to Chase Shackle, and the Hawks dump it out of the zone. At the red, dumped back in by Goose. Back goes behind the net. Noah Plum's there in the near corner. Porter Shackle back out on the ice for the Warriors. Gets up to Goose. He fires one that's knocked away. Noah Plum back out there for the Hawks. In the corner. Now Squires tries to pick it up, knocked away from him. Shackle fires one on Bollinger, who makes a nice glove save to freeze play.
yeah, nice save by Bollinger, and I tell you what, Shackle came back out on the ice, and he looks like a man on a mission. I think he's still a little salty about that hit that Humphreys put on him.
Yeah, that was one that'll wake you up. Humphreys comes in. Reed's a big guy. He hits with his hands up a little bit and misses the body there. Kind of catches Shackle in the face. Dumped out to Wolcott. Wolcott has it on the red for the Warriors. Passes back to Engen. Engen loses it to Scott. We're going to have a penalty, though. Slash on number 16 for the Hawks, Reed Humphreys. Hawks will go back on the penalty kill. 1:05 remaining in the second period. Hawks trailing by 2. We'll have to kill off a penalty here for the remainder of the second. Yeah, the Hawks are running 2 lines right now. 2 lines, 3 defense. The injuries from Tyler Shivers and Austin Zweifel has left the Hawks a little bit shortchanged. Against a better team like Wasilla, they're playing a lot of their veterans.
Well, the one good thing about Reed Humphreys being in the penalty box is he'll get a little bit of breathing time. So hopefully the Hawks can get out of this period only down by 2.
Wasilla's running 3 lines of forwards, 2 or 3 lines of D. It's really starting to show late here in the second. Hawks need to get out of this period so that they can get a bit of a rest, come out strong in the third. Right now, they're starting to get a little bit tired, and you can't really blame them. They're playing Iron Man hockey right now.
Yeah, they're really only playing with about 9 players, well, maybe 11 or 12. They're shifting some kids into the second one. So they're definitely tired, and they're playing against a really tough team.
Hawks go up to kill the penalty. It's Ty Diggory taking the face off and stopped as Alina.
They had a problem with the clock. I looked up there, and the clock had not been started. The puck had not been dropped, but the penalty said 1:56, and the clock actually said 14.5 seconds left.
There was a minute 5 left in that third period. They've reset the clock to a minute 5. I think Coach Stiers just.
I think Coach Stiers was hoping that there was 14.5 seconds left.
Oh man, yeah, me too. Unfortunately, we've got a minute 5, and Kingery loses the face-off back to Masterson. Masterson dumps it into the corner, off the skates of Jessica. Kingery and Gillespie move in to try to chip it out. Gillespie has it, tries to send it up, stopped on the point by Wyatt Moore. Moore passes down to Engen. Engen loses it off the stick. Engen on the near side, passes up to Porter Shackle. Shackle on the top of the circle, leaves it back for Carney. Carney comes down, passes to Engen. Engen in the corner with it. He's got some room here. 40 seconds remaining in the period. Engen chips it up to Porter Shackle. Shackle up to Carney. Carney back down to Engen. Warriors really cycling on this near side. Now Engen wheels it to the middle. He fires a shot. Knocked away by Bollinger. Gillespie chips it out. Now the Hawks move down the ice. They got Otangana streaking. They could have a chance for a breakaway. Coming back in is Porter Shackle and knocked it away. Hawks have 2 guys low. They got to get someone out of there. They're a bit aggressive here on the penalty kill. 17 seconds remaining. Porter Shackle passes up to Moore. Moore on the blue line with Engen. Passes to Engen. Engen carries it to the near side. 11 seconds remaining in the period. Gillespie on the hash. Centered. Goes through the skates. Now Kingery picks it up. He's got it on the blue. 5 seconds remaining. He dumps it in on net, and Campbell will make the glove save, throw it to the side. That'll do it for the second period.
That brings us to the end.
Going into the third, the Hawks are once again on the penalty kill and down by 2. We'll be right back with our second intermission stats. And then, of course, the drop of the puck in the third period. So don't go anywhere. It's the Houston Hockey live broadcast. We're live from the Big Lake Rec Center. Welcome back to the Houston Hockey live broadcast, game between the Hawks and the Wasilla Warriors. Let's look at our second period stats. For the Warriors, they had 12, they had a total of 13 shots on goaltender Riley Bollinger. Bollinger made 12 of those saves. Hawks had 12 shots on goaltender Aaron Campbell of the Warriors. Campbell with 11 saves. Penalties for the period. The Hawks took a slashing penalty late from Reed Humphreys. The Warriors took a total of 5 penalties. Portashackle with a slash, rough from Larson. Boma gets a 2 and a 10, an minor penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct, and then a 10-minute misconduct, and finally an interference on Brendan Wolcott. So Hawks have definitely had a few more power plays this game. Weren't able to convert. They had a 5-on-3 there for a bit. Wasn't able to find the back of the net. Didn't really get it set up.
Yeah, they didn't do a great job of setting it up on that 5-on-3. Wasilla had their 3 best skaters out on the ice, really, and they did a great job of disrupting that. So it turned into a kind of an end-to-end game during that 5-on-3, and really the Hawks probably should have pulled up even when they had numbers coming into the zone to get something set up.
Goals for the period. The first one came from Reed Humphreys and shortened Wasilla's lead down to 1. It was Humphreys from Gillespie and JP Nix. Humphreys fires one from the blue, finds its way through traffic, ends up in the back of the net. Wasilla responded a couple minutes later, however. Zachary Roush gets a goal from Portashackle, short-handed on the Hawks' second power play of the game. So Hawks are going to be trailing 3-1 here headed into the third. They're also down a man for 55 seconds.
Yeah, definitely. Once again, there was more pressure by Wasilla. Bollinger made some great saves. A couple of times his defenseman really bailed him out. You know, I was watching Hayden Shivers during that, killing off that last penalty, and he dumped more on the ice twice in front of the net. So it's really nice to see senior defenseman taking out Wasilla's biggest player, you know, getting him out of the front of the net, taking him down, pestering him. They're going to need to do that again starting the third period because they still have a little bit of a penalty to kill off.
Hawks are also looking a little bit tired. They're running a short bench today against Wasilla's very deep and talented forward offense. If you're the Hawks, I think you got to just keep trying to grind, working hard, see if you can get a couple more on the board. Get it out of your zone, tough D, see if you can climb back into this game.
Yeah, the best opportunities they have had is when they've dumped the puck in and then got players in front of the net. I mean, it's a typical dump and grind type of hockey, getting in front of the net, causing some havoc, There was one play there where Aiden Ongana kind of whiffed on a nice pass, I think from, it was Isaiah Squires or maybe from the defenseman, but anyway, I'm not faulting him. I'm just saying they've had some opportunities. They just need to keep working at it, getting in front of the net, grinding that out. And, you know, it's hockey. You never know what's going to happen. So they're still within striking distance. This game isn't over.
They're in no means out of this game. Down by 2. We'll be right back about 15 minutes away from the start of the third period, so don't go anywhere. Houston iHockey live broadcast game between Hawks and the Warriors here from the Big Lake Rec Center.
Again. Steady rise, steady go. Steady sheep been such a long time gone. Steady rise, steady go. Steady sheep been such a long time gone. Woo! Put on the red light. 3 furrows and on the gate. Put on the red light. I can tell it's hard to break. It could be the second coming now. Where you gonna run to now? Such a long time ago. Woo! Put on the red light. 3 roses on the cake. Put on the red light. I can tell it's hard to break. It could be the second coming now. Where you gonna run to now?
No matter over mine, I'm breaking barricades and borderlines. Never cautious of the warning sign. I'm out to overpower anything y'all try to undermine. I live in legend on the track. That institution on the field. Natural born warrior. The Coliseum know the deal. But when I started, walls they were closing in. Underestimated, now I'm overthrowing them. Riding like the chariots, the fire gates are opening. Don't know who's chosen for the podium. You're looking at the true and living. This is dedicated to everybody who doubted me. You made a gladiator out of me. You're all the reason why I stay motivated, while my team flag stays elevated.
This is dedicated to everybody who doubted me. You made a gladiator out of me. Game time, every win celebrated from the top. Let them know how we made it. Used to hate to confuse you, but I won't let it. MJ, how I followed through if I ever said it. Growing up, I was hard-headed and self-centered. I always knew I deserved more, I just had to get it. Got it, good, I'm great. Call me Ever the Great. Everything for the win, a loser couldn't relate. Overtime in the gym, my man handled the weight. I waited a long time for my time, give me a plate. Born to create, give me life, give me buzz. Give me money, give me peace, give me all of the above. To see the light, you need a plug. So give me health, give me wisdom, and all of the love. I'm a beast, grind hard, the paper it bring. I attack, bob weave, I'm good in the ring. Up north, wild boys and crazier things. Must I remind you in the presence of Canadian kings? Play a salute.
But when I started, walls they were closing in. Underestimated, now I'm overthrowing them. Riding like the chariots, the fire gates are opening. Don't know who's chosen for the podium. First album, certified classic. Last album, borderline magic. Stimulated your brain cells, shocked your chakras. Fuse hip-hop, rock with opera. The realest rappers in Toronto love to see me in the booth. Baddest stallions love to see me in a suit. Salute, proof, Galloway to God again. They go to God again. Lyrical, spiritual, bring the Dalai Lama in. I could never die. 2 rap Junos nominated for a Gemini. Started with a symphony, the sum is still a mystery. Keep making records, I'ma keep on making history. But when I started, walls they were closing in. Underestimated, now I'm overthrowing them. Riding like the chariots, the fire gates are opening. Y'all know who's chosen for the podium, you're looking at the
This is dedicated to everybody who doubted me. You made a gladiator out of me. Game time, every win celebrated from the top. Let them know how we made it.
This is dedicated to everybody who doubted me. You made a gladiator out of me. You're all the reason why I stayed motivated, while my team flag stays elevated.
creepers on. You showed me how to roll. Step out this town. There's nothing now I wanna know. These thoughts of violence. This ain't no crowd control. These thoughts of violence. They murdered rock and roll. Slow down, fade out. That's how I wanna go. Sometimes we never get started. No one will give you a wake-up call. Sometimes the hours are wasted. No one will give you a wake-up.
Welcome back to the Houston Ice Hockey Live broadcast game between the Hawks and the Warriors. Hawks trail by a score 3-1, and they got a 55 seconds left in Reed Humphrey's penalty kill off. Before the drop of the puck, it's time for our Stires shout-out. Today's Stires shout-out goes out to Devin Stires, former forward for the Hawks, the number 21.
In Fairbanks, Alaska right now, I think.
Either Fairbanks or Delta.
I think he's in Fairbanks.
Coach told me before. I can't remember. Wasilla wins the face-off, moves into the zone. Ingen in the corner with it. He's got Masterson in the middle. At the hash mark, passes up to Porter Shackle. Shackle fires one on Bollinger. Bollinger gloves it away.
So the Hawks really need to kill this off, obviously. Down 2 goals, it'd be nice to kill this off and get a goal quick.
42 seconds left in Reed Humphrey's penalty kill now. Kingery wins it back. It's poked out to Ingen. Ingen at the top of the circle dumps it down to Porter Shackle. Shackle steps past Ottengana. He's got it up near the point. Back down to Ingen. Ingen in the middle to Kingery. Now Kingery sends it down the ice for the Hawks. Behind the net, Campbell comes out to play the puck. He leaves it back for Carney. Ottengana's there. Gets poked past him. Now Porter Shackle moves up the ice. Gets some speed, moving up. Now he steps to the left to Kai Kingery, to the near side. Wheels into the corner, centers it across to Ingen. Ingen leaves it back for Shackle. Shackle at the top of the circle, fires one that's knocked away by Bollinger. Masterson dumps it down, goes behind the net. Ingen on the far side. Humphries is out of the box, now the Hawks are full strength. Shackle back down to Ingen. Ingen, he's got some time, now Ottengana pokes it away. Ottengana at the hash mark with Ingen. Still fighting for it. Ingen in the corner. Still has the puck. Comes up, passes across to Masterson. Masterson at the top of the circle, down to Hayden Shivers. And Kingery levels Masterson in the corner. Humphries now moves up the ice. He's got a 2-on-1 with Ottengana. Humphries on the near side. He fires a shot on Campbell, who does a great job of knocking it away.
Good hustle by Reed Humphries there. He's spent some time in the box and came out like a man on a mission.
13:39 remaining in the third period here. Isaiah Squires' line is now out there to see if they can do some damage. They got Shivers and Humphries on defense. Squires wins it to the side. Now it's picked up by Wolcott behind the net, sent around. Collected in the corner by JP Nix. It's in his skates. Fighting for it is Randall. Randall and Wolcott both behind the net, still in the skates and Nix. Eventually chipped up to the wing. Passed up the ice to Larson. Larson passes to the middle, goes past Humphries into the far or near corner. Wiltfong's there, he chips it to Larson. Larson back to Wiltfong, knocked off the puck by Squires. Squires picks it up behind the net, passes out to Nix. Nix centers it to Rogers, off Rogers' stick and down the ice. Campbell kicks it out to Wolcott. Wolcott passes it up. Knocked away by Ottengana, now collected by Larson. Passed up the ice, picked up by Scott. Scott flips it back to Hayden Shivers. Shivers with the puck, passes out to Ottengana. Ottengana on the red, passes up to Riley Scott, through him. Now it's passed up to Wiltfong, almost collected by Ottengana. Now Humphries has to take it. Chipped past him. Ottengana at the center, chips it over to Scott. Scott dumps it in on net, Campbell throws it to the side. Wilcott's there, picks it up, passes around to Shea Shackle. Kingery has it, passes it to Hayden Shivers. He fires one on Campbell. Campbell almost loses the rebound. Manages to use the stick to steer it back to the glove.
Well, I'd like to see the Hawks anticipate that a little bit more. Campbell has been giving up some rebounds right in front of them, and that time both the other forwards were kind of back by the dots rather than in front of the net looking for a rebound.
Riley Scott takes the face-off. Shackle wins it. That's Porter Shackle now with the puck coming up the ice. Passes it over to Roush. Roush steps into the zone. Knocked into the boards by Reed Humphries.
Puck gets over to Bolander, he'll freeze it.
Nothing wrong with that hit by Humphreys. He just rubbed him right into the boards, but I'll tell you that we got two big kids there, actually. Porter Shackle has grown quite a bit.
Rush.
Oh, that was Rush.
That was
Okay.
Rush.
Big hit.
Scott on the face-off, loses it back. It's in Bailiff skates. He pokes it past Ottengana. Now Kingery comes out to forecheck, eventually flipped in by the Warriors. It gets out to Porter Shackle, now in his skates. Now Roush fires one on net, knocked away by Humphreys. Sent down the ice for the icing call.
You know, kind of a desperation clear there, but quite frankly, with the Hawks a little outnumbered and a little tired, taking an icing isn't the end of the world in high school hockey. You can still make changes. You don't have, and that gives you a little chance to rest. So nothing wrong with that.
Isaiah Squires now taking the face-off for the Hawks. He's got Nixon Rogers with him. One back by Wasilla. More at the point. Gets a poke pass by Nix. Nix pokes it back, and now Goots has it. Passes up to Masterson. Masterson across to Ingen. It goes past him. Down the ice for the icing call.
You know, I did hear Ingen tick that a little bit, but linesman did not hear it, and so it is an icing.
Hawks have an offensive zone face-off now on the far side. Squires facing off against Haller. One back by Wasilla. Haller ends up with it at the dot, passes over to Ingen. Ingen on the red. Carries it down. Got three skaters with it. In the corner, centers it. Gets knocked away by the defense. Now Bollinger reaches out with the glove to freeze play.
Yeah, no, he was taking no chances there. He had a defenseman that was looking to clear it, but he's satisfied with the face-off. He doesn't like that puck in front of him, and I don't blame him.
New zone face-off now. Riley Scott, Kingery, and Ottengana out there. Humphreys and Shivers on defense. For Wasilla, it's Larson's line. That's Larson, Wilfong, and joined now by number 21, Boma, back out from the misconduct. Hawks have it at the red. Kingery dumps it into the far side corner. In comes Riley Scott. Pins more to the boards. Fighting for it in the skates. Now Ottengana comes down to help. Knocked away from him. Still in the corner in the skates of Moore. Ottengana and Scott both fighting. Scott ends up with the puck. Steps to the middle. He fires one into the back of Kai Kingery. Chipped out by Wasilla to Boma. Boma carrying it across the red. He's got Hayden Shivers to beat. Steps through the skates of Shivers. Shivers doesn't let him get past. Now Wasilla has it in the corner. Boma again on the near side. Passes to the middle, but Scott's there to knock it out of play. Goes to Ottengana, dumped in, and now chipped out. Wolcott handles it up to Boma. Hayden Shivers, it's in his skates. He stopped short of the hit as Boma didn't have the puck. Now it goes past Humphreys' stick into the zone. Humphreys in the near side corner, pass up to Nix. Nix has to dish it out. He gets it to Squires. Squires at center ice. Almost chipped away by Randall, now it's in his skates. Randall with the puck. Chips it past Rogers, Nix fighting for it on the red. Bit of a scrum in front of the score box. On the red line, it gets out to Blake Rogers. Rogers chips it in. Squires coming in for the Hawks. Chipped out by Wasilla. That's Roush, passes up to Porter Shackle. Shackle wheels past Humphreys. He's got two guys right in front. Now Humphreys has it in the skates behind the net as Porter couldn't quite get off the shot. Now it's right in front of the net. They shoot and they score. Wasilla's fourth goal of the game, and it looks like we have some scoreboard issues. Interesting. It'll be interesting to see what time they put up. In any case, Wasilla's fourth goal, they go up by 3. Looks like that was Chase Shackle with the goal. Another goal by the Warriors. They had Porter Shackle in the corner. They had Roush. They had Chase Shackle right in front. They managed to stuff it in off a couple of rebounds. Hawks just couldn't clear it from in front.
Yeah, well, the score is definitely 4-1, but I'm not sure how much time is left. It looked like the scoreboard went blank and then came back with 20 minutes 0-0, so maybe they are playing with right at 10 minutes here.
They'll reset the clock to 10 minutes. Wasilla wins the faceoff. That's Bailiff who tries to chip it out. It's in the skates of Blake Rogers. Dumps it into the zone. Behind the net is Carney. He's got some time with it. He loses it back. Now picks it up. Rogers pokes it away. Nick's behind the net trying to clear it. Wasilla ends up with the puck. Pass out to McFriend. He's got it. Almost steps through, but Squires knocks it away. Chipped past Squires now. Rogers plays the body, knocks the puck away. Dumped back in. Now it's in the neutral zone for Wasilla. They pass it out. Wasilla chipped away by Gillespie. Gillespie flings it to the middle where there's Carney. Now Carney's has it knocked away from him, but Bailiff picks it up, sends it the other way. Fighting on the red line for it. It's dumped in by Dylan Harbour behind the net. Riley Scott in his own zone dumps it back to the far side. Ottengon is there to try to pick it up off the hash. Overskates the puck. Now it's centered. Kingery's there. He picks it up. Kingery steps through Bailiff. He's streaking down the ice. He's got Goots to beat, but the puck is knocked away from him, and Goots picks it up. Passed up to Lefren. Humphries knocks him off the puck. Now Gillespie picks it up, sends it back down. Down the ice it goes. Campbell's there. He stops it as Ottengana was coming in. Stoppage in play.
You know, before that last goal was scored, I was watching Riley Scott, Aiden Ottengana, in the offensive zone up against the boards. Two players much bigger than them, and they came out with the puck. It's like watching two little bulldogs in there. They did a great job.
Hayden Shivers collects it on the point off the face-off win, dumps it in. Squires now in the near side corner, fighting against one of the Wasilla forwards. That's Haller. Engen ends up with the puck and carries it through the neutral zone. Engen at the red. Passes across to Masterson. Masterson gets tripped up by the blue line. Hawks go the other way. Rogers with it on the red, dumps it in. Nix now goes in on the forecheck. He's got Moore in the corner. JP Nix comes in, does a good job, pins Moore to the boards as they're fighting for it in the skates. Hawks get a change here as Nix and Moore still caught up in the corner. Trying to be pushed out by Haller. Ottengana gets in there. Tried to poke it through. Now Nix goes up for it as it's poked away. Goots on the near side. Goots with the puck. Passes out. Over Masterson's stick and down the ice. Masterson ends up with it, or have an icing as Humphries and Masterson are racing for it. Couldn't quite make it.
You know, I've really seen JP Nix make some smart plays when it comes to the physical contact here. That time up against the boards, great job. He went in there, he pinched in, didn't check from behind. He's done a number of times he's done that recently.
Hawks win the face-off to Kingery, who dumps it into the zone. Ottengana's there to try to dig it out. Ottengana fighting against number 22, Wolcott. It's passed out to Wilson. Ottengana ends back up with it. Gets to the neutral zone. Now Larson reels it past Ottengana. It's picked up by Gillespie. Gillespie chips it over to Scott. Scott passes to Kingery. Kingery on the far side. Can't quite get a stick on it. In the near side corner now. Larson picks it up. Whiffs it off the stick. Ottengana dumps it back in. Randall to pick it up now. In the neutral zone. Kai Kingery fighting for it. Wasilla still trying to dig it out. They get it back to Randall. Randall passes up. It's tipped in by Boma. Ahead of the red line, linesman's going to blow it dead. We'll have an offensive zone face-off for the Hawks. Some of our sponsors tonight, Alaska Metal Building Erectors and Ace Waterwells. If you're interested in sponsoring the broadcast, email us at HoustonHawkHockey@gmail.com or see Lisa Humphries or Isaac Holden for more details. Isaiah Squires' line now out there to take the offensive zone face-off. He wins it to the side. Squires fighting for it in the corner. Wasilla picks it up, and that's Chase Shackle who passes out to Roush. Roush carries it in, dumps it down to the corner. On the net is Bollinger. Bollinger tries to chip it out, stopped by Porter Shackle. He tries to center, but it just leaves the zone. Carney tries to pass back to Bailiff. It goes past him. JP Nix now moves in on Bailiff. He knocks the puck away. Nix with it on the hash mark. It gets chipped past him. Chase Shackle passes across, picked up by Roush. Roush in his own zone. Carries it past Squires. Now he pokes it past Ottengana. He's got it in the neutral zone with some space. Roush on the red. Poked away by Kingery. Ottengana picks it up. Ottengana carries it past. Now it's picked up by Bailiff. Bailiff chips it past Ottengana to Humphries. Humphries on the red. Passes over to Kingery. Kingery dumps it in for the Hawks. Goes down into the far corner where Campbell will come out of the net and freeze it. 6:31 remaining in the third period. Hawks trailing by a score of 4-1.
It looks like Wasilla's intensity has dropped down a little bit. Some of their younger players are getting a little bit more playing opportunity now that they have a 3-goal lead.
Riley Scott loses the face-off, picked up by Goots, flipped out into the rafters for another stoppage in play.
One thing I've been really impressed with during this tournament that I didn't see in the early games that the Hawks were playing was the tape-to-tape passing. They're doing a lot better job in the last few games of really looking, skating with their heads up and making some passes.
Won by Riley Scott to Kai Kingery. Kingery loses it into the corner, picked up by Engen. Engen flips it out to Masterson. Comes into the zone now. Tries to step past Hayden Shivers. He makes it pass. Now Bollinger comes out with a great save in front of the net. Picked up by Riley Scott. Flips it over to Ottengana past him. Gooch has to pick it up for Wasilla. Passes over to Ingen, picked up by Humphries. Humphries tries to step through, doesn't make it. Now Haller picks it up. Knocked away by Kingery. Ottengana on the red. Now it's stopped by Gooch. Sends it down into the Hawks zone. With some speed, that puck makes it back to the far side, out of the zone. Ingen dumps it back in. Boehm's there. Bollinger plays it. Flips it to the side. Ingen on the hash mark. Picks it back up. Centers it. There's no skater there for red or white. JP Nix on the near side hash, tries to pass up. Larson gets a piece of it. Now it's flipped out by Humphries. Moving back into the zone is Wyatt Moore, who dumps it in off of Humphries' leg. Hayden Shivers behind the net, passes around. JP Nix trying to make a play.
We're going to have a penalty on Wasilla. There was a high stick kind of behind the play. I'm not sure if you saw it or not, but
no, I did not.
I think Moore hit Reed Humphries right on the top of the head with his stick.
Hawks will go on the power play. Yet again off of Wyatt Moore's high sticking penalty. We'll also have an offensive zone faceoff. This is where the Hawks really have to capitalize. You got 5:30 left in the game. You're trailing by 3. You need to set it up here, start throwing shots on net.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get him to see him set this up, get some shots, move the puck.
Riley Scott taking the face-off against Porter Shackle. Shackle with an assist shorthanded earlier in the game. Won by the Hawks to Noah Gillespie, who flips it in on Campbell. And Coach Mike Stiers is going to ask his captain to call a timeout. And so we'll take a timeout as well for about a minute as the Hawks will sit here and talk about this penalty kill. Stay tuned. This is Houston Night Hockey live broadcast game between the Hawks and the Warriors. Welcome back to the Houston Night Hockey live broadcast, game between the Hawks and the Warriors. Hawks are on a power play here with 5:24 remaining in the third period. They're trailing by a score of 4-1 right now. Riley Scott takes the face-off against Porter Shackle. He loses it back to Carney. Carney tries to dump it out. He's knocked outside by Hayden Shivers. Into skates now. Shackle tries to dump out, doesn't make it. In out and gone his skates to Reed Humphries. Humphries steps around, Chase Shackle. Humphries back to the middle. He fires a shot. In on the goaltender. Now it's loose, and they're fighting for it in front, but it's frozen by Campbell. Campbell did not see that one at all.
No, and that was a good job of moving the puck around. Got it up to the point, moved it over to Humphries. Good, nice shot. It was high, but it dropped down right in front of the goaltender, and there was an opportunity there. Again, I'd really like to see a little bit more intensity on those rebounds from the Hawks.
Riley Scott wins the face-off to Kingery. Kingery to Humphries. Humphries fires a shot in on Campbell. That's wide. Ottengana on the near side, now on the point. Passes over to Humphries. Humphries fires a shot that's deflected up and out of play.
And that
play right now
should be in
seems
the
to be
zone.
pass to Reed and then crash the net, which I got to admit isn't the worst idea here at this point in the game.
No, as long as you do crash the net, that's the key.
Riley Scott again taking the face-off. He wins it back to Ottengana, but it goes past Ottengana's stick. Ottengana has to regroup in the neutral zone. Passes across to Humphries. Humphries steps up, passes over, past Hayden Shivers. We're going to have an icing as Shivers was not able to touch it up.
Little unfortunate there. I think that's the first time I've really seen Aiden Otengana not make a play, and that's saying a lot because I think right now he's about 99.9% through. But a little bit of a lapse there. Fairly easy play, but he just didn't keep it in.
One back, he just isn't able to get a stick on it to keep it in. Riley Scott facing off against Larson. Scott wins the face-off to Bolinder. Bolinder will freeze play. We'll have another face-off. Two more of our sponsors tonight, the Bratz Rifle Company and Snowfire Garden. Hawks D-zone face-off, one back. Poked in by Larson, and now almost a shot, but it's picked up by the Hawks and sent out. Dumped back in by Goots. Deflection off Hayden Shivers' skates. Bolinder sends it to the side. Now Hayden Shivers passes out. Into Goots' skates, he dumps it back in. Kai Kingery picks it up. Passes out, but there's no one there. It's going to go down the ice. We'll have another icing call. Hawks looking a bit tired out there. They're kind of throwing it to the neutral zone. You got to, you know, once you get possession of the puck in your own zone, Wasilla's really not putting a lot of pressure, so take your time here, pick it up, move in, set up the power play. They were doing well. They were getting shots on net when they had it down there set up.
And they're really not using the weak side of the neutral zone very much. It seems like they're going strong side, strong side. There's room on the other side.
Scott wins the face-off to Humphreys. Humphreys centers it to Boma. Now he fires a shot that's off Otengana. Hayden Shivers chips it up to Otengana. Otengana through the skates at Goots. Wolcott picks it up, tries to dump it out, stopped by Shivers. Shivers carries it down into the zone. Goots picks it up, tries to throw it out. Humphreys moves in, knocks his man off the puck and ends up with it. He's got it at the circle. He fires a shot that's knocked away by the defense. Fires another shot on Campbell, who makes a save. Campbell's been an absolute beast for the Wasilla Warriors tonight.
I'm not sure if Humphreys saw Hayden Shivers, but Hayden Shivers was right in front of the net. If he could have got that to him, it would have been a goal.
30 seconds remaining in the kill for the Warriors. They're sending out Shackle and Roush to kill. Porter Shackle wins it back to Kearney, and they send it all the way down. Now Roush is the first one into the zone. Bolinder has it and sends it around for Kingery. Kingery in his stick now. Reed Humphreys is going to get an interference penalty on Porter Shackle. Or actually a trip, but it seems pretty cut and dry. He's coming in on Shackle. Shackle doesn't have the puck, and Humphreys catches him in the legs and knocks him down.
I don't know. You would know better than I, since you ref, but seemed to me like Humphreys just came in. Shackle did have the puck. I guess he caught him kind of low.
I don't think he had possession of it, though. I think he was in his skates, and he didn't have a stick on it. He gets cut down late in the game. You got to call that. Spot on the circle. Wasilla wins it back. They're now 4-on-4. Haller passes over to Larson. Haller ends up within the corner. Centering attempt. Knocked away by the defense. And now Hayden Shivers sends it down the ice for an icing. Only 2 seconds remaining in that Wasilla penalty.
Kind of forgot that we were 4-on-4 there. I was wondering what the whistle was blowing for.
3:29 remaining in the third. Hawks still down by 3. They got Humphreys in the box again here. They're going to have to kill off a penalty for 1:43. As soon as Wasilla's out of the box. Kingery loses it back, picked up by Goots. Now Wasilla's out of the box at full strength, and they're on the power play. Larson chips it up. There's Squires. He tries to chip it out, doesn't quite make it. Goots has some room in the middle. He fires a shot. That Bolinder knocks away with the glove. Roush loses it, picked up by Gillespie. Gillespie tries to ice, stopped by Wolcott. Wolcott chips it back in. Gillespie knocks it away with the stick. Roush in the corner. Passes over to Goots. Squires gets a stick on it. Knocks it out of the zone. Wasilla will regroup. Wolcott passes up. Gets over to Hayden Shivers. Hayden Shivers with it. Ices it all the way down. Now Campbell kind of loses it there. He got a stick on it. It almost snuck in behind him, it looks like. That would have been a very interesting goal.
Yeah, would have been better off just letting that one go into the corner, I think, and letting his defenseman pick it up, but that's all right. The Hawks will take a face-off in the offensive zone.
Kingery taking the face-off for the Hawks against Porter Shackle. 2:52 remaining in the third period. Kingery loses it, picked up by Ingen. Ingen comes through the middle of the ice. Passes over to Hayden Shivers. He tries to send it out, gets back into the red line. Ingen picks it back up. Pass over to Shackle. Shackle across the blue, back to Ingen. Ingen on the top of the circle. He's got some room. Down to Shackle. Shackle in the corner with it. Steps to the middle, passes in front, knocked away by the defense. Now Ingen tries to center. Gillespie does a great job to knock that pass away. Up to Shackle. Otengana fighting for it with the puck. Shackle steps to the middle. He fires a shot on Bolinder. Rebound. Now Bolinder covers it on top. And that'll freeze play. Great job by Bolinder. He's down on his butt. Kind of
legs on either side, doing everything he can. He clamps down with the glove to stop play.
Yeah, well, it was a great job by Noah Gillespie. He got down on kind of all fours there and stopped that puck from coming right into the blue ice. There was a man standing there, and that probably saved the goal there. That was a great play by Gillespie.
Ty Kingery will take the face-off against Larson. He wins it back to Gillespie. Gillespie sends it out off a glove. Now Ottengana picks it up. He tries to chip it past, doesn't quite make it. Ottengana recollects, sends it down in on Campbell. Campbell will freeze it there. Hawks will take the offensive zone face-off. 30 seconds remaining in this penalty on Reed Humphreys. 2:14 remain in the third.
A little bit of chirping there between Kingery and Wasilla player. Kingery came in. I think he kind of gave Campbell a face wash, and Wasilla didn't like that very much.
Kingery to the side. That's picked up by Goots behind his net. Steps to the far side. Passes up. Now Wasilla has it in the neutral zone to Larson. Larson carries it in. He's got Roush right in front of net. Opts to step back and pass down to Haller. Haller knocked off the puck by Hayden Shivers. Haller pass to Larson, or excuse me, Roush behind the net. Roush up to Wolcott. Wolcott on the point, back down to Roush. Roush fires a shot on Bollinger, who knocks it away with the pad. Back in the corner is Haller. Now Wasilla centers it and gets knocked away. Back in the corner is Roush. Roush passes back up to Haller on the hash marks. Hawks are full strength now, but we're going to have a penalty interference call against one of the Wasilla Warriors, it looks like.
I think it's number 14. He and Gillespie were battling in front of the net. Gillespie ended up on his backside, and
it's going to go against number 8, McKinley Larson. Hawks will go on the power play again late in the third. You got 1:32 left. Hawks did good initially off that last power play. Kind of struggled late in the last minute of their last power play. Hoping to set it up here, get some more quality shots on net.
Be nice to see the Hawks get another goal here, obviously, but you know they've worked really hard in this game. Maybe playing against a team with a little bit more skill.
Riley Scott taking the face-off, wins it to the side. Ottengana's there, knocks it to the middle. Now Carney centers it. Hawks still fighting for it off the skates of Porter Shackle. Shackle kicks it over to Chase Shackle, who dumps it in. Off Reed Humphreys' skates, he passes up. Porter Shackle gets tripped over the red line. Now wheels through the skates to Deke Ottengana, dumps it in. Great hands by Porter Shackle. Gets to the far side now. Ottengana picks it up on the blue. Chips it through to Riley Scott. Riley Scott across the red. Carries it into the zone. He's got some space. He fires in on Campbell. Campbell smothers it in the breadbasket. So we'll have another D-zone face-off. 1:01 remaining in this third period. Wasilla up by a score of 4-1.
Good job by Humphreys racing in there for a potential rebound. There wasn't one, but good to see someone on the doorstep just in case there is.
Isaiah Squires takes the face-off. He loses it back, picked up by Goots. We got 1 minute left in this game. Goots chips it out. Off Hayden Shivers' skates now. A possible breakaway for Roush. Roush chips it to the far corner. Battling is Hayden Shivers. Shivers rings it up the boards. It gets up to Goots. He passes it back in off Humphreys' shoulder. Humphreys picks it up. Roush fighting for it. Now it's chipped back in. Now Ingen goes for the puck against Hayden Shivers. Ingen chips it past him into the corner. Humphreys is now there, knocking it off the puck. Hayden Shivers comes in to help out. Humphreys tries to chip it past. Now it's around the far near side. Wraparound denied by Bollinger. Nix on the hash mark. He's got some time. 22 seconds left. Chipped over to Blake Rogers off his shoulder. Now Squires tries to carry it in. He's tripped up there. Ingen tries to dump it out. Stopped on the point by Rogers. Rogers tries to carry it in. It's through the skates of Roush. But now it's knocked away by Wyatt Moore. Gets up to the red line. Hayden Shivers tries to dump it in off the skates of Ingen. 5 seconds remain in the game. Ottengana in his own zone. Stops it with the hands. Carries it up. That's going to do it for the game. And for the Wasilla Warriors, it's a first-place finish in the Big Lake Tournament. Hawks take second. Should mention it. It was the Hawks' first time in their own championship game. Second place in their tournament, not bad, especially against a really strong and deep Wasilla team.
Yeah, Wasilla is definitely a little more skilled, a little older too. I think more of their players are upperclassmen. I think it was a great job by Houston here. It really was pretty close most of the game, and even though you could tell they were getting a little tired, you know, I don't think they have anything to hang their heads about. I think they really did a good job.
Good game played by both teams. These guys will meet up again later in the season, I think after Christmas. We're gonna go to our break here for a bit while we get our stats. When we come back, we'll have your 3 stars, your final stats for the game, so stay tuned. It's the Houston High Hockey live broadcast. Hawks take the L tonight against the Warriors, losing by a score of 4-1.
Do it again. Steady rise, steady go. Steady sheep been such a long time gone. Steady rise, steady go. Steady sheep been such a long time gone. Put on the red light. 3 roses on the gate. Put on the red light. I can tell it's hard to break. It could be the second coming now. Where you gonna run to now? Do it again. Steady rise, steady go. Steady sheep been such a long time gone. Steady rise, steady go. Steady sheep been such a long time gone. Put on the red light. 3 roses on the gate. Put on the red light. I can tell it's hard to break. It could be the second coming now. Where you gonna run to now?
No matter over mine, I'm breaking barricades and borderlines. Never cautious of the warning sign. I'm out to overpower anything y'all try to undermine. I'm a living legend on the track. Institution on the field. Natural born warrior. The Coliseum know the deal. But when I started, walls they were closing in. Underestimated, now I'm overthrowing them. Riding like the chariots, the fire gates are opening. Don't know who's chosen for the podium. You're looking at the true and living. This is dedicated to everybody who doubted me. You made a gladiator out of me. You're all the reason why I stayed motivated, while my team flag stays elevated.
This is dedicated to everybody who doubted me. You made a gladiator out of me. Game time, every win celebrated from the top. Let them know how we made it. Used to hate to confuse you, but I won't let it. MJ, how I followed through it, forever said it. Growing up, I was hard-headed and self-centered. I always knew I deserved more, I just had to get it. Got it, good, I'm great. Call me ever the great. Everything for the win, the loser couldn't relate. Overtime in the gym, my man handled the weight. I waited a long time for my time, give me a plate. Born to create, give me life, give me buzz. Give me money, give me peace, give me all of the above.
Warriors.
Welcome back to the Houston High Hockey live broadcast. We have your final stats for you. For the Warriors, they had 41 shots on goaltender Riley Bollinger, who made a total of 37 of those saves. For the Hawks, they had 35 shots on goaltender Aaron Campbell. Campbell came away with 34 of those saves. One more goal in the third period. It was scored by number 7, Chase Shackle, his second of the night, assisted by Porter Shackle and Roush. One penalty for the Hawks. It was a tripping on Reed Humphreys. 2 for the Warriors. They had a high stick and an interference. Warriors come out obviously with the tournament win, but I think overall pretty good game for the Hawks. They had 35 shots on net. They hung with them for most of the game. Didn't get blown out or nothing. Nice close game. I think you can take away a lot from this to move into your games coming up.
Yeah, well, one thing I'm seeing, and I've said it before, but I see a gradual progression of the Hawks getting better at passing, at looking, skating with their heads up, looking where they're passing, playing with a purpose. It's a shame that they've lost two of their senior players due to injury, but it is good to see that they're starting to put it together and get a little bit more comfortable with each other. And if they keep working hard and continue to improve, they definitely have a chance at having a great season this year. So it's nice to see them working hard and playing better and better as a team every time they come out on the ice.
So let's look at our 3 stars for tonight. Star number 3 is going to go to goaltender for the Warriors, Aaron Campbell. 34 saves on 35 shots. Great performance to keep his team ahead of this entire game. Star number 2 is going to go to number 7 of the Warriors, Chase Shackle. 2 goals tonight, the first and the last. Really good performance from him. He's one of their younger guys. He's a freshman. He's looking good out there. Really strong on his skates. Had a good performance tonight.
Yeah, and I think he was a beneficiary of older brother. I don't know. I didn't see the score sheet, but his number 10 have any of the assists on his goals.
That leads us into our first star of the game. Number 10, Porter Shackle for the Warriors. He had 3 assists tonight for the playmaker and the third goal, the second goal, which ended up being the game winner. Point on every goal they score. That shows that when you're getting either an assist or a goal, every goal your team's out there, you're doing something right,
Yeah, well, he definitely looked good. Certainly, he is one of their top players. He was all over the ice tonight. He's kind of similar to Houston's Reed Humphreys in that they're both really important members of their team. And he was on the score sheet 4 times, so good job by him.
So don't forget that this Tuesday we should have a game here against Bartlett, a rematch of the last game of the Homer tournament, Houston versus Bartlett. That starts at 7 o'clock. Stay tuned for more updates, especially if you're a parent or a player. The ice is getting a little bit soft this weekend. Temperatures aren't supposed to go down. And that's one thing I noticed all tournaments. You have 12 games on this ice. The weather's not compliant. It started to claim some casualties. I saw some guys getting tripped up by the lines.
Yeah,
pucks moving a little bit slower.
Some refs getting tripped up. Some players out of nowhere, invisible blow darts, and they're falling to the ice.
Snipers from the
but
Raptors.
I can't say enough about this Big Lake Lions Club rec center. I don't know if most people realize this, but this building has been built without any government money whatsoever. Donations from the Lions Club. There's been a few other private grants, but for the most part, it's the Lions Club over a period of about 10 years that have really made this a great facility. They have bleachers, old bleachers from the Sullivan Arena. They have the glass that came out of the McDonald's Center. You can't put in a freezer though, because that's super expensive. I heard it cost about $30,000 a year just to operate it, and that's not even the cost of it. So
installing. Great job by the Big Lake Lions Rec Center ice employees, rink managers, Bill Haller out there, Harry and Anthony doing a great job to keep the ice looking good. Lots of volunteers for Houston, Lisa Humphreys, Carrie Smolden, just to name a few. all the parents helping out with the penalty boxes and the
and everybody
concession
pitched.
stands, the gate. It's always a fun tournament. We had 8 teams here. I think everyone had a pretty good time, win or lose. Got to see a lot of teams that we don't usually get to see. Overall, pretty fun 3 days of hockey, and can't wait to do it again next year.
Yeah, a lot of good hockey.
So, Bartlett on Tuesday. We're playing Delta Junction Friday and Saturday. Make sure you turn in for that one too. That's conference games coming to you live from the Big Lake Ice Arena. So for my color guy Todd Smolden, for the stats guys beneath me, for everyone that's helped out with the tournament, we hope you have a good rest of the night. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope to see you next time for the Houston iHockey live broadcast.